What's up? I'm the High Valyrian interpreter, and today I'm starting a series of tips that I think will make learning High Valyrian significantly easier on Duolingo. For each unit, I will discuss the why behind Duo's example sentences and address common grammar questions that I'm asked. Today, we're covering Section 1, Unit 1. The very first thing that you need to know about High Valyrian is that it follows different grammar patterns than English. High Valyrian follows subject, object, verb word ordering, which we see right away when we build our first sentences. This first Duolingo lesson is heavy on vocabulary memorization, but there are still a few key grammar concepts that are introduced in this unit. First, High Valyrian nouns inflect. The word changes to indicate the gender, number, and case. In this lesson, we see how to use inflection to make the singular and plural version of common nouns. Rinja is a girl, the girl, or simply girl. The article a or the is supplied by the translator. Rinji is the girls or girls. We also see that adjectives will inflect to agree with the noun that they describe. This is why there are seemingly so many words for good and happy in the first lesson. In English, to plural the sentence, the woman is good, we change woman to women and is to are. The women are good. In High Valyrian, Abra sees Isa, we plural Abra, sees, and Isa. Then say Abri siri isi. Which brings me to my next concept introduced in this lesson. Verbs conjugate for tense, voice, and mood. Duolingo introduces verbs in their finite forms, already conjugated to fit the meaning of the example sentence that Duo provides. But if you are trying to look up that word in the High Valyrian dictionary, you will likely have a difficult time finding the conjugated version of the word unless it happens to exist in one of the dictionary's example sentences conjugated exactly the same way. The High Valyrian dictionary lists verbs in their infinitive form, which refers to the action in general as opposed to the action being performed by a specific entity. The 5 verbs that we see in Unit 1 in their infinitive forms are sagon, to be, edrugon, to sleep, lyrigon, to smile, vaidagon, to sing, and nagagon, to sweat. Unit 1, Section 1 of Duolingo focuses on active, present tense, indicative verb conjugations. On a conjugation chart, this is the very top line. Here is the conjugation chart for sagon, and Sagon's conjugation chart in English. Knowing how to identify root words from finite verbs and get back and forth to the infinitive form for them is going to make everything that you do in High Valyrian easier. This is also the time to start memorizing suffix patterns. In this chart, the square root symbol is the verb stem. Because verbs conjugate to tell who is doing the action, pronouns are often abandoned in High Valyrian sentences. He is a man in High Valyrian is just Vala Isa, a man he is. Pronouns can be added for stylistic reasons or for emphasis, but this isn't covered in Unit 1, so we'll save that for later too. Very, very briefly, we see how the possessive my must agree with gender, case, and number of the noun that it describes. My boy, nyuhatauba, versus my boys, nyuhitaubi. The last major concept introduced in Section 1, Unit 1 of Duolingo's High Valyrian lesson is using a macron to coordinate nouns. The men is vali, the women is abri, the men and women in High Valyrian is vali abri, where abri gains a macron above its last vowel and the word's ending is stressed. That is every major concept introduced in Duolingo's first unit on High Valyrian. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this discussion helpful, please thumbs up the video and consider subscribing. If you have questions, please voice them in the small council chambers down below, and I will see you back here shortly for Unit 2.